It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments. Bengals and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, our quarterback matchup here, it's a good one. Joe Burrow of the Bengals, Dak Prescott of the Cowboys.
And you're talking about two young quarterbacks with exceptional skill sets that we believe are ascending. I think that each is on a path where they may be headed maybe even MVP status, and they want to carry their teams along with them.
McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
On 1st and 10, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Prescott trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Tony Pollard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. His opening drive looked good for a while there last time out, was moving the ball down the field, but then the interception, and they ran it back to the house.
Let's face it, it's a game of human beings, isn't it? Mistakes will happen, and as you noted, he was playing so well on this drive. I don't know if there was a miscommunication between him and his intended receiver. Did they run the wrong route? Anything could have possibly gone wrong there. He'll just have to shake it off and keep firing.
Back to it after the pick 6. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 88 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Taken down at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Bengals.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped him. officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. A draw play for Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The give is to Elliott. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. That's pulled in. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw again on second down. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Prescott on first down. And he'll go right back to Lamb. 7 yards the pickup there. Second down and 3. Now Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Nagar's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they've had some success on the ground, and with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. That's taken in by Higgins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here we go. Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
I know you feel
now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, Mixon, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Hit it, Gus! Hit it!
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Another try for Mixon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. That makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Now Pollard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Wild Bill.
Throwing. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
57's Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Prescott yet again. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
Single receiver. Hey, you're
1st down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw hauled in by Washington.
So many ways throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Dak. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Prescott. This is caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now Dak. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.